This is one of the first free black towns in the Americas, San Basilio de Palenque, Colombia. Listen to the drums, explore the murals, and study the dancing. It was founded around 1603 by self-liberated Africans who escaped from the slave ports of Cartagena, Colombia. Spanish colonizers relentlessly tried to destroy this town, but centuries later, it's still standing. And this is the only black president Colombia has had. They purposely erased him from history books. Government officials even sent his official presidential portrait to Paris to whiten his appearance. You may not have expected to find stories like these in Latin America. See, the dominant narrative is that racism doesn't exist in the region, just class issues. And I'm here to tell you that is a lie.
Pero es que no hay negros en la Argentina.
It's a very convenient cop-out for Latin America and for Latinos, Latinas to say, well, it's not as bad as the US, and they're right, it's worse.
This is a story about Latin America's long and brutal history of erasing and silencing black populations and its ploy to whiten society. Here's the thing. Anti-blackness is so deeply ingrained in the Latin American region that it's often ignored or defended. Like in the case of Dominican baseball player Sammy Sosa, who downplayed using a bleaching cream that whitened his skin. From Peruvian newspapers using 159 different racist adjectives to describe African-descended people, to terms of endearment like mi negrita, which actually stem from the idea of people as property, to blackface, used as a form of entertainment. It's all part of a slew of everyday racism. There is plenty of evidence showing that racism is rampant in Latin America, but many Latin Americans have evaded accountability by treating racism as solely a US problem. Unlike the US, where racism was upheld by legal separation like Jim Crow laws,
you're not a Texan if you're not for segregation.
Countries including Colombia, Mexico, and Brazil encouraged the mixing of different racial types, known in Spanish as mestizaje. As a result, this ideology of mixing has been used for centuries to deny the presence of Black and Indigenous people throughout the region.
This idea that everyone is mixed also has been completely overblown because Latin America is not unique in its mixedness, but that has been the mantle that it has taken upon itself so that you can evade accountability. How can we be racist if we're all mixed? Well, you certainly found very many ways to be.
Meet Harris Machado. She's Panamanian American and the producer of Negro, a docuseries about Latino identity.
We all know those sayings. You're treating me like a Black person. Trabajar como un negro, working like a Black person. Don't marry a Black person. Come on. Be serious. Again. And everybody knows these sayings. This is every single last country. Like, stop playing with us. Stop playing in our faces.
Dominicans be like, I'm not Black. Meanwhile, the picture of their abuelita in the living room.
Do you want to know why most Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, particularly the Afro-Latinos, the Black Latinos, don't like to claim Blackness or African or Afrocentrism? You want to know why? Because when slavery was going on, the breaking of the slave was so horrendous in the Caribbean, you couldn't imagine. Not to say over in the United States and in the southern plantations, we didn't have our fair share of nightmares. Best believe we did. But in the Caribbean, it was a totally different beast. We were in the Caribbean in 1555, and we got fucked up out there. Really fucked up out there. They put up something called the caste system, which is racial hierarchy. Did you know that? Spanish people, white Spanish people, then people born in New Spain of Spanish descent, mestizos, basically Spanish and Native American descent, Native American, then African. So don't tell me there's no such thing as a race thing in the Caribbean. There is. There's colorism, there's all of that. There's also some things where they want to perfect the race, basically. Don't date anybody darker, or Africano, or Negro. So you be careful of that. So that's taught in the Caribbean. Also, another factor is, because they're also very broken and suffering from self-hatred, what happens is during the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, when a lot of people from the Caribbean were migrating, immigrating to America, what was going on in America at the time? Segregation, Jim Crow. The civil rights movement was just starting to kick off a little bit. So a lot of our Afro-Latino brothers and sisters was witness what African Americans were going through. And you know what? They didn't want no piece of that. So to escape persecution, I'm Hispanic, I'm Dominican, I'm Puerto Rican. That's how it came to be. That's how it came to be.
The video.
I'm 41, and I can tell you, I can recall, I come from a very Dominican household. And all my life I've been hearing, fix the race, fix the race, fix the race. It's the age of like 5 or 6. Make sure that when you ever get married and you start having boyfriends, that the boyfriend is lighter skinned than you, so that when you have babies, that they come out lighter. Making me feel like there was something fucking wrong with me. Anyway, so I'm fresh. I'm fresh in the Marine Corps. My Marine Corps career had just started. I finally got to start dating because I'm out of the house and I could do whatever I want, right? So, remember, I've been told since the age of 6, no black men.
So listen to what she's saying, guys. Fix the race, fix the race. So what happens is that there are too many black people, black descendants in the Dominican community. So much so that even black Dominicans who we would consider to be black, or African mixed race, or Afro-Latino, they were telling their kids, fix the race. This don't sound too much different though when my grandma was telling me that, yo, you need to get you a light-skinned woman and bring her here because, you don't want your kids to be too dark. So it's not like we didn't hear the African-American community, but the Dominicans were saying, point blank, fix the race. Make the race lighter and whiter. Let's continue.
Especially no American black men. I come home one day.
No American black men, let's go.
They just on leave, vacation time. It was like Thanksgiving or something. And the man that I'm dating, 6'4", 240 pounds, big black bald man. So I had prepared him for the atmosphere that he was about to walk in on. So we get upstairs and they open the door. My mom is super nice and friendly, non-black. My father is darker than me. And they greet him nicely and they're all smiles in his face, but my boyfriend at the time can actually tell and feel that they're not truly feeling him like that. I really told him exactly what I just prefaced this video with. They didn't want me dating black men because apparently black men is a no-go and I need to fix the race and I need to lighten the skin. You get it. So correct. Whoever told you this is correct. They don't even want us dating. They don't even want us talking to black men. Meanwhile, I'm a whole ass black woman. Anyway, I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to. I love black men. Black men will be it for me forever and a day. Till the end of time. From infinity to infinity, it will always be black men. My mom and my dad can deal with it, live with it, because I even have a black daughter. So, I don't know what... my generation is starting to wake up. Unfortunately, we still have idiots like the one in the prior video talking this crap and this anti-blackness. And this is the reason why you see me on this app stepping on people's necks and calling people out and lighting fire up people's asses when they do this anti-black bullshit. Mm-hmm. So yes, sis. Yep. This is truth and this is my reality and it has been my reality for the past 41 years. Never ending story. Anyway. Tengan buen día.